Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is fransica brackin. Welcome you guys to the channel. The Lord gave me this great word, you guys. I was watching a show and it come from something that someone said, and the person was just, I think they were quoting something, and they say you're like a water lily growing and thriving the um in polluted water. And the Lord began to give me this revelation to give to some of you all that is going through great difficulties. The Lord said, just like that water lily, you're growing and is thriving in polluted water. The reason why he emphasized polluted water. When I heard that, he emphasized it, like he wanted me to zoom in on the polluted water part. Polluted water meaning that the odds, you won't handle the best of situation in order to prosper, in order to grow. But some of you all aren't just growing, meaning aren't just advancing, aren't just changing, but some of you all are also prospering. That means you're exceeding the expectations of the situation that is around you. You are exceeding the expectations. Some of you all were handed some situation that the expectation for you is debt, is loss, is give up, is poverty, is whatever it is, but you are exceeding those expectations. It's like I spoke a previous message and I said persons are looking to see your downfall. It's like they are looking based on the situation that you were handed, based on, and for polluted, the reason why the Lord used the thing polluted water. Polluted water signifies something that has been cleared, but um they introduce certain things that cause the water to be polluted, cause it to be unable to be drink, or unable to be used, right? So they have placed you guys in certain situations that cause you that how to say, they have placed you guys in certain situation or handed you certain things, polluted certain things. Individuals have done certain things to your life, certain things to things that you are in need of. They have done certain things to try to stop your prosperity, in a sense. They have done certain things to try to, how to say, stop your means of prospering. They have done certain things to it, and yet still some of you all are still beating against the all odds and still growing, not just growing but prospering. You're not just growing. It's like they're doing things. When you say polluted water, that means someone do something to pollute the water, whoever it is, to pollute, to stop the prosperity of that thing. To pollute it meaning to how to say, to make it unable for you to partake of. And the Lord say, the Lord says, some of you all, your enemies have done so much things to your situation, to your life, to make it unable for you to have a successful and a blessed life. But yet still some of you all are doing it against. You're not just growing, but you're exceeding the expectations of the wicked. You're exceeding the expectations, and you're not just growing, but you are succeeding. You are prospering, says the Most High God. He said, continue doing that. The reason why the Lord wanted was to point out that you are not like you are like a water lily, growing and prospering and striving in the midst of polluted water, in the midst of difficult situation, in the midst of situation that is not to your advantage but to your disadvantage. Some individuals have done things to your life, to the means of your survival, to try to, how to say, destroy it, to destroy the means of you prospering and all these things, and yet still some of you are exceeding. And the Lord wants to point out that, because some of you all think that you are weak, but the Lord wants to point out that to let you know that you are able. The Lord says certain persons, certain things There is certain individuals, you all don't even know who you are or how strong you are and what you are capable of doing. You ain't know that yet. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not know that they could have withstand the flames of heat if they had not been placed there. Certain situations that some of you all had encounter or is encountering, it come to not how to say make you be sad or wherever it is, but it comes to show you how strong that you are, that in situations that will rather destroy or kill anyone, you are not just growing meaning that how to say you're prospering. You're not just growing, you're not just changing, you're not just advancing, but you are also prospering, meaning you are exceeding the expectations, the situations and the things that your enemy do to you when they pollute. When it said polluted water, that means someone did something to your main source of how to say growth, to try and stop your growth, to try and stop your prosperity, to try and stop all of that. But you are exceeding those expectations, says the Most High God. The reason why the Lord wanted you to see that and to do a self-reflectant on those things, because He wants to let you know that whom He has blessed, let no man curse, is truly in effect. Meaning, if He said that you're blessed, regardless if they pollute your water, if they try all kind of things. When I say pollute your water, I'm just using that as an example. Meaning, regardless if they try to use their mouth against you to stop, to block your bread. Regardless if they try to use lies against you to try and stop this, try and hinder this, you're still prospering. It's not just because of wherever it is, it's because blessings is inevitable. When the Lord says something, regardless of what comes your way, it shall come to pass what He say. So He say you're growing and striving in polluted water. He wanted you to recognize that in the midst of difficult situation, in the midst of certain kinds of situation that will normally destroy anyone, you are not just growing, meaning you're not just how to say surviving, but you are exceeding expectations. You are prospering, says the Most High God, because He said you are going to prosper. He wanted you to know that your blessing is not dependent on that person or this person, but is dependent on whether or not the Lord bless you, right? And I spoke this in previous video, but the Lord said, just like a water lily, you're growing and striving in situations that is not to your best advantage, but is rather to your disadvantage, and you are not just growing, you're striving meaning you're exceeding, you're prospering, you're exceeding expectations, saints. The Lord say you're exceeding the expectations of those who do what they do. You're exceeding them. They expect certain things, and they're not just in seeing that you're okay, that it didn't happen, but they're seeing that you're prospering in it also. Now they come, and I know I come and I do certain things to this person, but they're surviving, but they're not just surviving, they're exceeding my expectation. They're trying to prosper. The Lord says, because He has chosen you to be blessed, and let no man curse. Stay blessed, stay strong.